welcome back to my channel, Erica's Diary. I am Erica. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. This is my channel where I talk to you about things that I'm experiencing, things that I'm going through, things that I've gone through, things that I'm dealing with, I've healed from, I'm healing from, just my total journey, in hopes that you can resonate with it and that it may help you or someone you know. So please hit that subscribe button. So as you can see in the title, this is just gonna be real short and sweet today because I feel like I've been gone from this channel for like 2 months or so. So I'm back like I never left. If you guys remember my last video about my vision board for 2022, where I just talked about like what I want to see in every single area of my life, because if you remember my volume 1 videos or diary entries, I talked about a lot of heavy things that had to do with like relationships and dating and emotional traumas and, you know, feeling lonely and just all of that stuff that I was really dealing with in 2021. And like I've told you guys, 2021 I felt like was the year that I had cried the most out of my entire life, because now, yeah, I've cried on things, you know, throughout the years, but like I feel like this was like 2021 was my purging year. So January 2022 came around and said, but wait, there's more. So you guys, let's take it back to January. So in January, I lost my grandmother. She passed away mid-January, and it was not a surprise to the family, but it's something that you could never, ever, ever prepare for. She's the only grandmother that I have known. She's my dad's mom. So like with my mom's mom, I never had the opportunity to know her. She passed away way before, you know, I was even thought about. So with my grandmother, she was just like, when I think of her, I think of my entire childhood, my entire upbringing. So it was a huge hit, a hard hit in January. And so just grieving the loss of her, and then also my grandfather passed several years before that. So even just going back to North Carolina was very like eerie, because when I walked into their home that I hadn't been in years, but it still had like my high school graduation photos on there, all the way down to where I'm like missing teeth in the front from being like a little 5-6 year old. And I remember just bursting into tears. Like I couldn't even take being in there, because it was just so eerie that both of my grandparents were gone. And that's the home that I remember going to and spending almost every summer at. I remember it was just so nostalgic, but also very hard. So it hit me and my family very hard. Like I said, you can never prepare for something like that, even if it was something that you could kind of know it was coming. So, but I am now at peace that she is in a much better place, that she's not out here dealing with all this craziness in this world that we are dealing with, that she has no more pain, that she is able to be with my grandfather again. So that's what happened in January, and it was just a lot, and still grieving that, obviously. So I'll share something with you that is very kind of, I'm gonna sound crazy, but you know what? The point of this channel is to be, you know, to share and be vulnerable, and that is what I'm trying to do. So I was able to keep some of her things. So I have some of her jewelry, and I have a Bible. So my grandmother she gave birth to a baby girl that passed away at birth. So she named that baby my name. That's how I got my name. My grandmother basically, my mom said, when she had me, she asked my grandmother, could she name me the exact name of who would have been my aunt. So that Bible was from when she had the baby. So it has my whole name there. And just seeing those little like signs of my grandmother still being around. So like I have the Bible right here on my dresser. And another thing is that I really believe, like, because I have so much peace right now, is because I know that, you know, to be absent from the body is present with the Lord. So I'm like, she's in a way better place than I am. So she's good. And I remember when my brother, his birthday was in January. And every year we just have cake and we have balloons around the kitchen table and we celebrate, we take pictures, we listen to music. It's always a vibe with my family. That's kind of our tradition. So there was these balloons behind a picture of, well, in the picture, it was behind my brother and I. We're just posing for the gram, right? And there's this red balloon behind us. So after my brother, let me back up. My brother's birthday is on the 2nd of January. After we got back from my grandmother's homegoing, which was at the end of January, we went back to look at that picture from my brother's birthday, and we were able to see, when I say we, I mean not just me, but my mother, my father, my uncle, we were able to see her face in a reflection of that balloon. Now that sounds crazy, but if you believe in signs, symbols, wonders, spirits, things like that, it was almost like she was saying, y'all, I'm okay. And for her face to be in the reflection of the balloon that was of a picture that was taken weeks before she actually passed. Isn't that crazy? So anyway, my point is to help me get through this grieving process of losing a loved one, me being able to see those signs and symbols, like, okay, she's good. Like, she's letting us know that she is okay. And another weird thing is that the day before I came back to Texas, I was talking to my dad about how she would love to eat watermelon and popcorn, like buttered popcorn, together. Like, that would be her snack when she's watching like her soap operas, like her Days of Our Lives and her As the World Turned and Guiding Light. So when I got home from North Carolina, I walked in my apartment and it smelled like buttered popcorn. Like, I mean, a strong smell. And you guys, I'm not crazy because I didn't even have popcorn at all in my apartment, nowhere. I've been living here for several years and never smelled any of my neighbors' popcorn. So to me, it was like another sign of like, girl, I'm here, I'm okay. And then one more thing is that when I turned my TV on, there was a preview of a movie coming out and it was her name. So I literally turned my TV on and it's her name. So it's like when I see those signs and symbols, like, again, I sound crazy. When I see those things, it really has helped me be at peace with it. So let's get to February. So February, I said this was going to be short and sweet, but so February was kind of difficult because as you guys know, I shared a lot about a certain like situationship that I had last year or the year before that. And if you haven't seen it, it's in my volume 1 playlist called Situationship. There's a couple of parts to it, but one of my friends she kind of knows of the story, but she doesn't know him or anything like that, but she has some mutual friends of this girl that he's with. So she called me one night and was like letting me know that she saw on her social media that he proposed to the girl. And so that really was very hurtful because I never heard that from him. And we were supposed to be in a good spot as friends. And, just a couple of, actually like less than 2 months before that, like we were literally in a good spot. So it was just very hurtful to have to hear that from someone else and not him. And still haven't heard anything from him and don't expect to, because I don't know how I'm gonna hear from him when he blocked. But anyway, so that was very hurtful on top of me grieving a loved one. So then March comes around and I had the opportunity to go on a company work retreat to Maui. So it's so crazy because this describes how much of in a bad headspace I was, because when it was time to go on that trip, I did not have a good attitude. I was like, okay, I'm just go. I mean, I'm gonna go, but like I don't care. Like I had the worst attitude just because I was in my emotions about a lot of things. So I was able to bring my mom along with me on the trip, and it actually turned out to be a trip that came at the right time. I was able to really reset. I was able to relax. A lot of the times when you're out of your element, you're out of your own space, you're not in the same mundane like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you're somewhere else, it really can help you reset, refocus, readjust. And that's exactly what happened. I was able to just take some time out and rethink a lot of things and pray. And you know, it was great to obviously spend time with my mom too, like just one-on-one, and it was relaxing. We didn't do too much, we just relaxed. So I felt like that came at the right time, because I was literally in a space where I was just like, if another thing comes at me, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna go crazy. So now we're in April and the springtime has arrived. So I am saying all of that to say that I have consecutive videos for you guys. I have been working, okay? And I will, well, obviously I've been working on this, but I've been working on other projects. I've obviously been working on my 9-to-5, and I've been working on trying to get a certification. So I got a lot of things that I can focus on, but I do have videos that are going to be posted for you guys for the next, I'd say like two months. I got some things in the bank, so please stay tuned. I promise you guys, like I said, I'm back like I never left. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.